Happy New Year, BookTube! Welcome to 2018, the year of Bookopoly. Hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and I'm going to tell you today about Bookopoly 2018 that myself and Elena from Elena Reads Books are doing as our shelf slam for this year. So if you've been following mine and Elena's channel, you'll know that 2017 was the year of the shelf slam, where Elena and I realised that we bought books at a faster rate that we were reading them, and basically we wanted to read from our own bookshelves. And as you may have noticed from my massive book hauls, we were both doing quite well up until the middle of the year of 2017, and then we fell off the wagon a little bit. And I think partly that was each month we had a theme for Shelf Slam, and sometimes you just need to be in the mood for something else. So we've had this fabulous idea to do Bookopoly, which is all around the Monopoly game. So I'm going to show it to you now. Basically, we've got one of the do-it-yourself Monopoly kits, which you can buy quite cheaply. I think it was between £10 and £15 from Amazon, and instead of the actual names of the places, you can actually personalise them. Eleanor and I have chosen different genres for each of the different colours. We've both chosen things that are more personal to us. If you wanted to join in, you can choose whichever is more personal to you. For example, on the light blues, I have got contemporary fiction. Browns, I've got YA. Purple, it's classics. Greens, literary fiction. Red, I've got sci-fi and fantasy. Yellow is non-fiction. Red is sci-fi and fantasy. Orange is crime. Pink is historical fiction. The two utilities, the Waterworks and the Electric Company, represent the two readathons that Eleanor and I host throughout the year, and that's Bookbusters and BookBuddyAthon. Stations represent readathons that are taking place over BookTube throughout the year that you can take part in. Go is graphic novels, and then you've got the two taxes on the board, and these represent books over 500 pages. Free parking represents buying one book a month, and this can be either bought by yourself or by your book buddy or your partner. And we also have go to jail. You go to jail if you buy any books that are beyond your one a month that you're allowed, and the only way to get out of jail is by either getting a get out of jail free card, or if you read that book or books straight away before you read anything else. You can read any books at any time. You don't have to stick to one colour all the time. You can move away around the board as you want to, but what you can do is if you build up points and the money that we've decided by doing the standard game rules for Monopoly. So basically, if I wanted to continue on with crime books, I would have to complete the set. So I would have to read 3 crime books to get all the oranges, and then if I carried on with crime, so you would build your houses like you do in the standard Monopoly game. So basically you've got to put them on equally across the whole set, so you can't just put 4 on one square and just leave it at that. You've got to build them across equally until you've got 4 across on all of them, and then after you've got 4 houses on each of your colours, you need to read another book, and then you get your hotels, and that again gives you another boost for points and money. All of the squares, Eleanor and I have worked out different scores for them, and so that we can actually equate those scores to money, and Eleanor's worked out a lovely spreadsheet for us to work on, and what we're planning to do is save up all that money throughout the year and then go on a big lovely bookie trip to London at the end of the year. And I'm just showing you my special treat fund. This is my little money box that I'm going to use to put all my earnings in, and it's one of those that you can't open unless you smash it. So as well as all the squares around the board, we've got our chance and our community chest cards. So our standard community chest and chance cards, we've got 16 of each of those. For community chest, we've got no book shopping, get out of jail free. I have numbered my cards from 1 to 12, because what I've done with that is for each month we are going to pick one chance and one community chest card, and the community chests, the numbered 1 to 12, are going to be books that we've bought because of a booktuber recommendation. And what I've done with my 12 is I have wrapped them all up in brown paper, got my husband to number them randomly, and so it will be a little bit of a treat as to which ones I read each month. And so we come to the chance cards. Chance cards will mirror the shelf slam topics, and again we're going to pick one of these each month. I'll just show you what they are. So we've got a start, and that means start a new series, complete a buddy read, a free choice, a book that has been made into a film or a TV adaptation, a standalone book, read the next book in a series. This says Lust on it, and this is read a book that you bought just because of the cover, read a book with your favourite colour on the cover, and obviously mine is green, read a book that has an element of diversity in it, read a book from another country, a book with a one-word title, read an author that is completely new to you, read a book that was published in 2017, read a hardback. And then we've got the very exciting buy a book card and a get out of jail free card if you happen to go a little bit off the rails at some point throughout the year. You can also customise the tokens that you've got. For the moment I've just picked a little one that has been provided in the kit, and this is a little cat because I think we should all be a little more cat. So I hope that all makes sense to you, and this is going to be a really fun way. I think it's going to give us a lot more freedom and flexibility in reading the books from our shelves, but also give you a little bit of structure and obviously a little treat at the end. And obviously we've got goals and rewards to get to. Now I'm going to pick my January chance card and my community chest card. So my chance card is new. So this will be read a new to you author. And so I've just been really impulsive and looked on my shelves and found a book by an author that is new to me, so I am going to read for that one Our Endless Numbered Days by Claire Fuller, which has got a beautiful cover. Peggy is 8 years old when her father takes her to live in a cabin in a remote European forest. There he tells her that her mother and the rest of the world are gone. Now that the two of them must scratch a living from the earth, trapping squirrels, foraging for berries, surviving winter as best they can. But it's easy to lose your way in the forest, to lose yourself. How long will Peggy believe her father's story? How long can you stay sane when the world is lost? And what happens when you stop believing in everything? So that will be my January chance card. Now for the community chest card, and this is number 12. So I've just found parcel number 12. So I'm going to open this up and tell you what it is. So this is The Scandal by Frederick Backman. This actually was one of the Christmas presents I got from my husband, so I haven't had a chance to haul it yet, but this is straight hot off the press, brand new book that's bought for me. I think it's known as Beartown in America, and The Scandal I saw on Jen from Today in Jen's Library channel, who does a lot of audiobook recommendations. I'll link her channel down below. She really enjoyed this book, so that is my booktuber who recommended this read for me. For most of the year it's under a thick blanket of snow, experiencing the kind of cold and dark that brings people closer together or pulls them apart. Its isolation means that Beartown has been slowly shrinking with each passing year, but now the town is on the verge of an astonishing revival. A bright new future is just around the corner. Until the day it's all put in jeopardy by a single brutal act. It divides the town into those who think it should be hushed up and forgotten, and those who'll risk the future to see justice done. At last it falls to one young man to find the courage to speak the truth when it seems that no one else wants to hear. With the town's future at stake, no one can stand by or stay silent. Everyone is on one side or the other. Which side would you be on? And I've heard that this is a really great read. I've read 2 other books by Frederick Backman. I read A Man Called Ove, which I absolutely adored. It was a 5-star read. But then I also read My Grandma Sends Her Regards and Apologies, which I really didn't like at all. So I've got like 2 completely different experiences of Frederick Backman, but I have heard good things about this, so I'm going to be giving that a go. So those are the 2 Chance and Community Chest books that I've chosen to read for January. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of Bookopoly, and if you want to join in, I'll put a link to Elena's video down below so you can see what Elena's saying, and we will chat soon and I'll let you know how I'm getting on. So see you soon, keep reading, bye!